Would you say you believe in free will or destiny?
What do they mean again?
I can never be no square. I got white hairs.
Yeah, what's going on, Kings, Queens, and everybody in between? It's your boy Poppy Justin. Today we are discussing free will versus destiny. With free will, you can decide how you want your life to pan out. It's your choice. And as a human, you can do anything you want, when you want. Or on the other side, you have destiny, where your life is pre-written out for you and you're just living that life. So which do you have?
I say I believe in destiny. I feel like things are already written. It's all a part of the script. We kind of just living in God's plan.
Quite the opposite. I believe in free will. I think every decision we make has a later impact in our life. So given my life experiences, I sit and I evaluate everything I'm doing to come to a conclusion of what decision I want to make for my life. And I think that's free will. Peace, man.
So destiny, a lot of people think of destiny as being a God interfering in their life and making things happen. So I believe in God, but I also believe in the fact that God gave us free will to make our own postulates. Since God kind of is all-knowing and knows what's going to happen before it happens, he kind of sits back and lets things happen. So I think that they're the same.
I believe in free will. I don't believe in destiny. Where does destiny come from? I feel like that's made up. I don't know.
Destiny. This is my destiny. Everything happened for a reason. If I walk across the street and walk into $1 million right now, it was already meant for me. I just ain't know it. Like, everything that happened to you happened for a reason. A lot of shit that happened to me. Always just stay prepared, no matter what. That's what it's about. Because the moment might not be here right now, but it's gonna come. And if you're not prepared, you wasn't ready for it. You're gonna fumble it.
I think it's destiny because of God. You know, he's the creator of this universe. And I feel like everything does happen for a reason. Like, God already has our life planned out for us, you know what I mean? Yeah. But it's just a matter of, like, we follow the correct steps to that life, you know what I'm saying?
You also, like, you know, you make choices. So it's a bit of both, like, you know, there's both at play, kind of.
When we are born, we are such tiny creatures that depend on our surroundings for everything. We don't choose that. So choice it's not in the equation yet. So I feel like to ignore the fact that there is a level of destiny within everybody's life based on your geographical surroundings when you are born, where you live, who you live with, your family culture, your household culture, your gender roles within that household, your religious views, and what's important, what brings you joy. Is it family meals together? Is it sporting events? You know, those things are taught. So how can we say that we don't all at least have a little sprinkle of destiny intertwined into everything that we have going on? But we would be naive to think that our brains and humans and our abilities of what we've already accomplished, that we can't control that destiny. I believe destiny exists, but I do believe that with enough hard work and dedication into vulnerability, wholehearted living, and human connection, I think everybody can control their own destiny. If it's something they don't like, you can shift routes.
Damn, man, I mean, not to get too into it, you know what I'm saying, but it's a little bit of both in a way, bro, because it all depends in a way in the cards that you're dealt, but at the same time, just because you're dealt with those cards don't mean you can't make the best out of it, you know what I'm saying? So it's just about the opportunities that come up, and then I guess what you make out of them in those moments, you know what I mean? You just got to make the best out of what you got, do what you can with what you got, you know?
Yeah, I mean, it's free will. I mean, you make things kind of go how you make them go with your decisions. I mean, you always just kind of got to hope for the best. It is what it is. Nothing is ever written in stone, so.
If you feel like inside, like, hey, I shouldn't be doing this, you know what I'm saying? Like, then don't do it, you know?
That little voice.
Yeah, it's that little, it's that little voice,
little
you know?
voice.
If you know you're doing dirt, if you know you shouldn't be doing it, you know what I'm saying? Like, even if you know it's wrong, don't do it, you know?
That little voice.
Just going out and hearing people's responses, you know, a lot of people saying both. It's interesting to think, maybe they just didn't even think, and they're just like, you know what, if I could just pick the lesser of the two evils, might as well pick both. But just from hearing, you know, some introspective thoughts and their literal reasonings to why they picked, you know, free will, it's very interesting to think. It kind of swayed my opinion at first when I first heard it. But that's just me though, me personally, that's just me.
It really depends. My mom tries to, in the way sometimes what I want to do, when I'm done with high school, I feel like I should have like myself a little break before I move on to college. But of course she's like, no, you're obviously going to move on to college directly. And it makes me a little upset because I think I should decide how my future is gonna go. Cause like at that point, I'm almost an adult. Like sure, I'm like still a child now, but like I'm gonna be an adult soon. Probably I'm gonna have to decide things for my own self.
I believe in God, so I feel like you basically can't, damn, I can't even talk now. You know how people be trying to evacuate town, like when it's hurricanes or you get on the roller coaster, like, oh, I'm not getting on that because, you know, I seen on the news such and such, like the roller coaster, whatever. Like you can't cheat death. Like there's no way of cheating death. Your life is already written. So if that's already meant to happen in your life, then that's meant to happen.
I believe in free will.
I believe in free will.
God died on the cross for our sins, even though regardless what I'm doing, God died on the cross for our sins so he could give us the free will to follow him and trust in him and believe in him. Destiny, he always has a path for you. God always has a way, but it's your will if you want to listen to God and see what he has to say for you.
Everything she said.
I love listening.
We have a certain amount of choices that we can make, and then there's nature that just keeps flowing along. Sometimes we're in sync with it, so things change with seasons and change with locations and change with almost the weather, and then within that we have the ability to choose how we want to be for the most part, but sometimes circumstances can take away a lot of free will. So I don't know. I think it's a little bit of both and a lot more than just those two choices.
Y'all gonna say, you're gonna have your thoughts and opinions about this, but if you come from a religious background, God made free will. Free will was given the idea of choice. Choice leads to destiny. A little bit of both, but free will gives you the opportunity to choose what you want to do as a human.
Cause I feel like I do me. You feel me? I got here from doing me. I've been here from doing me. What can I do? I'd probably still be in New York if it was a destiny. I'm out here now. Bigger things, better things, you know? So.
Shit, me personally, man, I just believe in going with life, man. Can't hide that, bro. Life gonna be life, you know what I'm saying? If you ain't going with life, ain't no other way to go, you feel me?
I say I believe in free will. I don't know, I'm more of a last minute type person and, you know, off the whim, so I just believe every step, I don't know, gonna take me somewhere I need to be.
I think you can choose your own will, but it can lead you to your destiny.
And I agree. I think it's just the path to your destiny is determined by your free will. So you can have like 100 different ways to get to the same exact point. So yeah.
What's meant to be will be.
Exactly.
Destiny, but I just feel like everybody be able to put themselves in a certain position based off of what they do in life. Pretty much like, I don't believe in destiny, bro. That's like faith and shit. Nah, like nothing's preordained. Like you work for what you want. You feel me? You a hard worker, shit's gonna come to you. If you a motherfucker just chill back, destiny don't got shit stored for sitting back. You know what I mean? Like you gotta work it to go get it.
You're definitely in control of your own destiny. Some days I feel like it was pre-written. Like when them shit days, and everything goes wrong. You know, you can't get anything right. It don't seem like everything's pre-written. I feel like if you sit on your ass every day, nothing's gonna happen for you, you know what I'm saying?
So I believe it's kind of like a mixture of both. So I would say 90% free will and then 10% destiny. We can make our own choices. However, with certain people you're supposed to meet, it's like how you get to that point, or it's like you're destined to meet someone, you're destined to be something. It's just a matter of the choices you make to get to that point, or, you know, whenever you do a certain thing, that's when you'll cross paths with a certain someone. So that's what I believe in. It could be as catastrophic or heinous as you're destined to be a murderer, right? Or you're destined to become famous, you're destined to be this. So with both, I've always questioned myself as to, you know, why we do what we do, or why are we who we are.
I believe in freedom. I mean, every day you wake up, you have a decision, you know. You can either make your bed and go attack the day, or you can let it get you. When you wake up, you can either let yourself be a victim, or you can conquer that. At the end of the day, it's all it really comes down to. I mean, everybody wants to wake up from the cold pillow. Everybody wants to be that type of person, but you know, you gotta like force yourself to get up, get active.
So this was just a fun video to do, just going out, hearing people's opinions, thoughts, and like comments on it, and just, you know, we just never know. And I guess we'll never know, but it's like it never hurts to question it. So, but as always, guys, thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, and share with your auntie. You know she wants to see it. I don't know how many more times I gotta say it, but just share it with her, please. All right, thank you guys again. Just out.